for joining me in supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me in supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at his stats.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom.
Reaching residential areas by...
And your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way?
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was unmuted. Welcome to Soul Dates Live, everybody. We're live on a Monday night. Good evening. I am the architect, Sean Garvey, coming to you live. This is not pre-taped. This is not pre-recorded. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and I've been doing my very best behind the scenes, getting my life together. Put in the comment section if you are listening to us at Sean Garvey ATL on Instagram, and let me know how I am coming through the airwaves. I know we've been having some technical difficulties with our audio and with our sound, and like I said in some of my past episodes recently, that I am going to be switching over from StreamYard to Riverside in a few days. We're going to still be on StreamYard, but for a better experience and better enhancement, we're going to be switching over to Riverside, so that way we can avoid and alleviate some of these technical difficulties that we've been having over the past couple of weeks. But I really appreciate everybody for hanging out and hanging in there with us as we navigate through these live technical difficulties. We got our daters in the queue, and we're going to bring them live. If you are new to the program, this is the show in which we bring singles from all over the country to come in and participate in this online dating game show. If the app world is not working for them, or your matchmaker isn't doing it very well, I am here to help. Okay, we have one bachelor in the queue. We were supposed to have two bachelors, but we only have one in the queue, and we have our three beautiful, lovely ladies in the queue waiting to meet their mystery man. All right, so stay tuned. We got that coming up. And also, we're broadcasting live only on Honey and on my Instagram at Sean Garvey ATL. Make sure you follow me there. Honey is where you can check out all of the great content that we have for you in store. All you have to do is download the Honey app to ROKU TV and on your mobile device. Okay, we have ROKU TV. Download the app now. And we're going to be on the Flow Television Network at around 11 p.m. later on tonight, maybe 11 or 12 midnight, somewhere between 11 and midnight. We used to simulcast on every single platform, but StreamYard would not allow us to do that. They would not allow us to do that. So we're only on Honey, on BEATBREAKRADIO on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe there to BEATBREAKRADIO and on Instagram, okay? So I can hear a little bit of static in my headphones, but we're going to have to work with what we have, because it's live, ladies and gentlemen. It's live. And speaking of live, we also have our very own Brittany Gregory standing by in the traffic center. She's going to give you the 3-day weather forecast. So while I get ready to bring up the bachelor for the evening, we're going to swing it over to Brittany Gregory with your 3-day weekend weather forecast. What you got for us, Brittany?
Thank you, Sean. Good day to you and good day to everyone. I'm Brittany Gregory, and I'm here with that 3-day weekend weather report brought to you by the Growing and Flowing Podcast, hosted by yours truly. On my podcast, I love to connect my present day experiences to my childhood to get a better idea of who I've been, who I am, and who I am becoming. So if you are interested, go ahead and give me a listen on any platform that you get your podcast on. And if you would love to support any of my future endeavors, go ahead and shoot me something over to my official Cash App. That will be $ growing the letter N flowing pod. Now, here's what's happening in your local area. For Friday in Norfolk, Virginia, we have a high of 62, a low of 50 with partially cloudy skies. In Phoenix, Arizona, for Saturday, there is a high of 67, a low of 50 with all sunny skies. And then lastly, to round out the weekend, for Seattle, we have a high of 46, a low of 40 with a chance of rain for 65% of the region, and it is no surprise there. Once again, my name is Brittany Gregory, reporting live from the Weather Center. Stay tuned for more news, sports, and weather reports at the top of every single hour on Podcast FM 87, Reach One Network, and Honey exclusively on Roku. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much there. Thank you, Brittany Gregory, for that 3-day weekend weather update on Soul Dates Live, broadcasting live right here on Roku and on Honey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to bring up our bachelor for the evening. And we want to make sure that we let every single dater know upon you coming on to Soul Dates Live. Make sure you are close to the camera as much as possible because we want the viewers to see you all's lovely faces, okay? So make sure you come up to the camera and show people what you're working with, all right? All right, Soul Dates Live, Sean Garvey, souldateslive@gmail.com. I'm going to have all the information here at the bottom of the screen in just a few moments. And let me address something, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to switch up the tempo just a little bit here as I get ready to bring on our bachelor this evening. I want to address something real quick. For all the people that's been texting me, emailing me, and calling me up to see how I'm doing and everything, I recently put out there on social media that I've been having a little bit of a high blood pressure, if you will, the past few days. And, people stress me out at times. I'm not going to lie. People stress me out. And it can kind of get to me. I'm still human. I'm not just only a radio broadcaster, people, but I am still human. And I'm working towards not letting people get the best of me in very stressful, intense moments, but I appreciate everybody for checking in on me, checking up on me, seeing how I'm doing and everything. And rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that I am doing okay. I am doing great. I am in good health, good spirits, physically and mentally. But I want to employ people to make sure you get your blood pressure checked. That is very important. Go see the doctor. A lot of people nowadays don't really go in to get their regular checkups or physicals, but please go see the doctor as soon as possible. Okay, so I want to make sure I put that PSA out there. But I am working towards my level of stress, and then another thing too, really quick. It shows like these that are very therapeutic to me because it gives me an opportunity to meet different people from all across the country, people I've never seen before, and just people who can bring that excitement into my life, excitement, that joy. And I just love matching people up. The chemistry is right, chemistry feels good. That's therapeutic to me, and that helps lower my blood pressure down. So that's just a little bit of who Sean Garvey is, all right? But it's not about me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is about our bachelor, ladies and gentlemen. And the title of tonight's show, I didn't get a chance to put it in our banner here. The showrunner is Dating in the Black, who is coming to Thanksgiving. Okay, Thanksgiving is just around the corner. And some of our singles are still single, trying to get paired up before Thanksgiving and even before Christmas or even before New Year's. All right, so I'm going to bring this gentleman up, ladies and gentlemen. He is our bachelor for the life right here on Soul Dates Live. A little bit about himself. He is coming from Daytona Beach, Florida. I envy you, but at the same time, glad to be out of Florida due to those back-to-back hurricanes. But I was in Florida for a minute there. He's been featured on several different magazines, and actually we share the same birthday month. He was born in January. I don't know what year, but he's a pretty young dude and what have you. And he's a Capricorn. He's a Capricorn, ladies and gentlemen. That is his zodiac sign. He is a model. He also dibbles and dabble into the sales department. Some of his hobbies include basketball, photo, video editing, and card games. Y'all give it up for the one and only Danny P, ladies and gentlemen. Danny P, welcome to Soul Dates Live. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, brother? How are you?
I am doing good, man. You making it out there in Florida?
Yeah, I know you mentioned those hurricanes, but we still here, dog. And it's still 80 degrees, so.
Okay. And our prayers still go out to the families and victims of the hurricanes that took place down in Florida. Not just only in Florida, but in Georgia and other parts of the coast as well. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Danny P.
My name's Denzyl. I go by Denny. 26 years old.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Back it up. Your real name is Denzyl.
Yes, sir. Just like the actor before you.
So you know what I'm about to say, right?
Yep, go ahead.
You know what about it is. So have you ever had people just by your name alone say, "Oh, you Denzyl, Do you look like Denzyl? Have you had anybody ask you look like Denzyl?
Probably twice a week.
Twice a week?
Yeah.
Who's it coming from? Your family members?
Yeah, most of the time, I talk to my mom at least twice a week, so.
Oh, so it's just your mom?
No, typically, when I'm out and I introduce myself, I'll typically go by Denny just because most of the time I'll have to do the whole Denzyl thing. I was on a shoot today, actually. I was being the courtroom bailiff for a commercial. And when I introduced myself and I told everybody my name was Denzyl, they were like, oh, you got the perfect job for this. We got Denzyl on set. I'm going to tell everybody that we had Denzyl in our casting today. So that was funny.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you do have Denzyl Whitaker. I'm not sure if you know who that is. Denzyl Whitaker.
I don't.
Two Denzyls in the industry. There's Denzel Washington and then there's Denzyl Whitaker.
Okay.
And in my personal opinion, you don't look like neither one of them. But you're a good-looking brother. So your dating life, you described that your dating life has been interesting because of a job you held for 5 years. During that time, you moved to 5 different states and basically had to start your immediate social circle over every time. You want to expound on that just a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I started working with this company, I was living in Indianapolis, Indiana. Worked in Indianapolis for about a year and a half, and then I got a promotion. I moved to Minnesota. I ended up having to cut ties with the girl that I was involved with in Indiana because the distance wasn't really working. Stayed in Minnesota for about 9 months. I think about 3 months in, I had met a girl. We started dating. And then I got a relocation again, and I moved to Iowa. And we tried to do the long distance thing. It was only 4 hours, so she would drive to me. I would drive to her. Eventually, we moved in together down in Iowa. And of course, timing is always perfect. About 3 months after we got our apartment, I got a call from the job saying that there was a new office in Connecticut that they wanted me to lead the charge in. So at first, we were kind of in it together. We went out to Connecticut to kind of vet the campaign. We didn't know if the company was going to launch it, so I was kind of there to kind of do a test on the market. Kind of waited in our relationship because I was really focused on, coming through for the company because I knew that was going to pay dividends for me and her in the long run. If we're really in this together, then short-term gain is going to be long-term. The rest of our lives, we can set ourselves up. And she was a little more short-sighted in terms of things than I was. She wasn't willing to, put the time in for the amount of time that I was looking at to get what we both wanted. And so it kind of put a strain on our relationship. And because of that, we ended up going our separate ways. I ended up moving out to Connecticut. She ended up going back to Minnesota where she was from. And then from Connecticut, kind of similar situation. I met a girl. She actually lived in Jersey. So it was a little bit of a distance. We were making it work very well. Moved to Florida, wanted to get out of the snow. Can't stand it. Connecticut was wild. And then also for the job, I've always wanted to live down here. So I had an opportunity. I took it. And then things just I kind of saw how this had went multiple times. And so I just told her like it was.
Okay. All right. It is what it is, man. Well, hey, that's why you're here. That's what brought you here to Soul Days Live, right?
Exactly.
There you go. Okay. So what are you looking for? What are you looking for in a woman?
Well, for one, I would say the first and most important thing that I'm looking for in a woman is a sense of humor. That is the number one thing. If I can't make jokes, if you don't laugh at my jokes and I'm not laughing at your jokes, it isn't going to last very long because I make jokes about everything. So that's the first thing. Outside of the sense of humor, someone who is motivated to pursue their own means. However, it is not their main focus, right? I like a woman who has ambitions, that wants to go out there and get it. However, just like I learned from myself, putting your financial ambitions first is never going to create a healthy relationship. And so someone else who understands the dichotomy of that and the balance is something that would be very important to me as well.
Very important. All right. Well, there you have it, ladies. There you go. That's what he's looking for. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Denzyl, you ready to meet your bachelorettes?
I am ready.
All right, because we now got our fourth. It's not just only 3 women. We now got 4 women, okay? So we've been having some technical difficulties, but we now got the 4th person here in the studio. And actually, Denzyl. Now you got me saying Denzyl. Now you got me. Denny. All right. We're going to have to talk offline then. All right. Which one you going to go with? Denzyl or Denny P? Which one? What we doing today?
Let's go with Denny. Let's go with Denny.
Or you're gonna go with Denny P. Okay, because the women are expected to see a Denzyl. All right. Okay, we're gonna go with Denny P. Denny P. All right. So here is how it goes. Okay. Make sure that ladies, you come off camera, please, so that Denny P will see you. Make sure you have lighting and that you have good Wi-Fi. We have had episodes in the past where there's been a lot of disconnections because people are still on Cricket Wireless, not being able to get on camera. Okay, so you ready to get into it, Denzyl? Denny P?
Man, I'm SpongeBob SquarePants over here.
All right, okay, here we go. Let me pull up this the scripture here. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking donations. We are taking donations live on the air, so make sure you cash at us $Reach One Communications. We're gonna have that at the bottom of the screen there. Okay, let's bring on our first contestant, Denny P. All right, let's bring her on. Coming out of the ATL, ladies and gentlemen, she is ATL. She's been single since 2012, and her hobbies include shopping and decorating. Y'all give it up for Kori. What's up, Kori?
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
How you doing? Oh, you came in ready. You look glamorous.
Oh, thank you. That's how you're supposed to come.
Hey.
First impression.
All right, say hello to Denny P.
Hey, Denny, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How's my first impression? Did I step up to the plate right or no?
You stepped up to the plate right.
Okay. I had to follow suit after seeing you. So.
Thank you.
All right, tell the people a little bit about yourself, Kori. Why are you here? Why are you on Soul Days Live?
I was married before, and I divorced in 2012, and it's just been, I've been dating, but I haven't had a real serious. I believe not intimidation, but some men just don't know how to come correct. You know, I'm not with playing games. I want something serious. So I like communication. So communication is a big thing to me. So if they're not communicating well with their past relationship they're in now, because I came across a lot of people that was in a relationship and was trying to have a second relationship, if you know what I mean.
I got you. All right, say less. All right, Kori, we appreciate it. We're glad to have you here on Soul Dates Live. All right, we're going to put you back in the queue here, and we're going to bring up our next contestant. The next contestant is Andy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can bring Andy on. I don't know. I think she's froze up a little bit. Andy, can you get your camera working, please? I think you froze up there. You might want to log off and then log back on, okay? Appreciate it. Okay. Told you all, technical difficulties. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Let's bring on our next contestant here, right here on Soul Days Live, also from the ATL. She worked with the likes of Tyler Perry, Kevin Hart. She is, let's see here. What else is about her? She enjoys some of her hobbies. She enjoys traveling, going to new restaurants, swimming, horseback riding, and dancing. Y'all give it up for Brittany. Brittany, say hello to Denny P.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. If I was any better, there'd be 2 of me. How you doing, Brittany?
Funny. I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm hoping my camera, it is a little, not the best quality, so I'm hoping that you can see me well.
I can still see you smile pretty as ever, so it's all good.
Thank you.
Okay, so Brittany, tell the people a little bit more about yourself. I'm reading through your bio here, and I see that you are the Sagittarius.
Yes. I'm a Sagittarius. I love to have fun. I'm adventurous. I love, like you said, traveling. I'm just a free spirit, so I'm kind of just open to meeting people and seeing where that goes. But I do, I do have intentions.
Intentions. You want to talk a little bit about intentions real quick? What are your intentions?
I was going to ask the same thing. Thank you for saying that.
My intentions is to be courted. I mean, I'm ready to, start my life and start it with someone that I believe that wants to build and, create a family.
Okay. You know what we call that down south, right? We call that old fashioned. We call that tradition.
Yeah, I'm not from ATL either. I'm from California, but I just live in ATL.
How long you been in ATL, by the way?
For a year.
For a year?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not a Georgia Peach yet. Okay, that's fine. Just stay up. All right. All right, Danny P. So you only got 2 women to work with. I don't know what's going on, ladies. Y'all got to work on y'all connection. Come on now. We had 2 other women in the queue, maybe 3 other women in the queue. What's going on? All right, so I'm gonna put you back in the queue, Brittany, and we still have Kori in the queue. Okay, so Danny P. All right, if you're new, for all of my viewers and people out there that's watching, if you are new to the game, we have our bachelor and bachelorette go through 3 different rounds to see what the chemistry is like between the bachelor and the bachelorette. And whoever the bachelor feels like he has the most chemistry with through these 3 rounds, he will choose to go on a date with just only one. You can only pick one out of the 2 or out of the 3 or out of the 4 or out of the 5. I mean, like Danny, we had a lot of women in the queue, man. I don't know what's going on.
It's not a good sign, man. It's not a good sign.
Yeah, but he can only choose one. He can only choose one to go on a date with. Okay, so Danny P, you ready to get this thing started? Because we're coming up on the bottom of the hour. You ready?
Let's roll.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so this is the first round. All right, first round is round 1, first day out. And how this goes is that you and the dater will ask each other, what is your ideal date on the first date? Okay, what is your ideal date? What does that look like? All right, so we're going to start with Kori from the ATL, and then we're going to work our way with Brittany, and hopefully if the other 2 or 3 women that we lost in the queue come on, then we'll go over to them. Okay, sounds good?
Let's do it.
All right, and I'm going to step out and leave y'all too. You all only have 1 minute. And then when you hear the buzzer, that means that it is time to go. It's time to end the conversation. All right, I hate to be the
all right. Let me lock in.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I gotta end that. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Kori, you're up. I'm gonna take myself out of the queue. And Danny P, you ask her the first question. What is the ideal date for round 1, first day out?
All right. Okay, Miss Kori. So tell me, what's your ideal first date look like?
My ideal first date is probably dinner, because we'll be able to kind of talk and engage with each other. I like long walks, so if it's warm outside, we could do a long walk, so that we could still get to know each other and see what things we have in common and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. Like, the get to know stage is very big to me. And you said something that kind of, when you said your introduction, Iowa. I lived in Iowa a long time.
Okay. What part?
Iowa City, Iowa.
Okay, that was like about an hour from me. I lived in Davenport.
Oh, okay, yeah. Davenport, as soon as you come into Iowa. Yeah.
You know exactly where it's at. Okay. For me, I would say my first date is, I don't really like to do dinner on first dates, just being transparent. I like to do more activities. So I typically will give a girl an option if we want to go to a museum, if we want to go and do like a walk, a picnic, maybe something light, something sweet where there's not too much commitment. We're out in public. We can kind of choose to do something else. If we want to make the date go longer, we could plan another activity spontaneously. But I feel like dinner is kind of just like very pigeonholed. And so I found that, giving more activities to get to see people and more than just sitting at a table, right? Seeing how they operate out in public, or they have to communicate with other people if we're doing putt-putt or things like that. Yeah. Are they competitive? I like to find those things out in the first few dates, right? And so I like to try and find creative things besides just dinner.
That sounds good. I mean, because I'm very competitive. In a fun way, though. In a fun way. I'm competitive.
That's good.
So yeah, that's all of that sounds real good. That sounds real good. I have no problem with that.
I usually save dinner for like the second or the third date, depending on how the first two go. If I feel like I really need to get to know you and the chemistry was right, then then we go out to dinner. We get to sit down and have like the real questions. The first few days is just having fun, feeling the vibes out.
Okay. To see if it's a connection, if we have a connection.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it.
Why are we telling each other about all of our things that happened in our past and whatnot if we're not even going to connect real? So.
Right, because if it's going to be a second date.
Exactly. You get the vibes, you understand.
Yeah.
That's the buzzer right there.
Yep, that is indeed, Danny P, the buzzer right there. All right, I hate to kill the vibe, but we got to move on to the next contestant. Appreciate it, Kori. We really appreciate it. All right. Now let's go ahead and bring on Brittany, our second dater. Okay, Brittany, you know what it is. First day out, ask each other, what is you all's ideal date? You all only got about 1 minute, so let's go.
All right. Miss Brittany, you know the question. What's your ideal first date?
My ideal first date is I'm very spontaneous. So I actually really like to just kind of just go based upon our vibes, like what you like, what I like, and kind of put it together. So I am adventurous. So I believe in, kind of starting the first date where we are competitive, like bowling or, something that kind of shows.
You don't want to see me in the bowling alley. You don't want to.
I do actually. I'm actually pretty good. Or play pool table. I know how to play pool table. Pool.
Okay.
I'm very versatile. I love traveling and I love trying new restaurants. So it's just like for me, it just has to be spontaneous to me and you. And I feel like you really kind of get that once you get to talking to people and finding their interests. So what about yourself?
My first date, I would say I'd usually give a girl the option between going to like a museum if we want to go do something artsy. We could do like a light picnic, not like a heavy lunch or anything like that, where it's more about the activities, going out there, walking, setting it up together, picking out what we're going to bring at the store, something like that, right? Or we could do something competitive, like you were saying, like bowling or axe throwing has been a fun first date that I've done before as well, too.
I like that. I like axe throwing, yeah.
Yeah, I've
done that. So I like that, yeah, indefinitely.
And so doing things like that, feel like you really get to get a vibe of somebody, seeing if they laugh at your jokes. We're up and we're active. It's not just us staring at each other to see who talks first, right?
Yeah, or it's so nerve-wracking, even just going into a date. So I do feel like you kind of let your nerves down when you kind of could just be yourself. And that's why I say I pick an activity that's dear to me and you. Yeah.
The date should create the conversations. You shouldn't go to the date for the conversations. It should create naturally. And if you're just sitting at a table, you might not have something right away to talk about. And that's the best way to ruin a first date in the first 10 minutes. You're just sitting there silent.
Yeah, I've learned that. It's been awkward. Yeah, I've had a lot of awkward situations. So I agree with you on that. It's just you really do want to get to know somebody and see if you're really even interested, even taking them and being face to face, because that's a lot of energy being exchanged if you don't really see potentially going
exactly. Why are we sitting down stuck at dinner for 3 hours, 35 minutes in, we both knew this wasn't going to work, but we both didn't want to be rude.
Right.
Speaking of rude, I don't mean to be rude, but I got to cut in. All right. That is round one, ladies and gentlemen, of first date out. Okay. I'm feeling the vibe. All right. We're going to kick you out for just a second, Brittany. All right. Danny P, man, how you feel about these two daters so far?
I like them both so far. They both got different personalities. I like the energy that I'm getting from both of them. The vibes are definitely there. So excited to learn more around two.
All right, man. All right. I'm getting messages from my text, and one of our viewers that's watching us live is asking me to ask you, can you please take the glasses off? I can hardly see you. All right. We're trying to get you a date, Danny P. We're trying to get you a date, right?
All right. Is that better?
Okay, it's a little bit better. I mean, come closer to the mic, because women, right? They like a man with nice eyes. Okay. There you go. They want to see eye contact. You know what I mean? They want to see eye contact. There you go. All right, appreciate it, Danny P. All right. For the other three ladies that have been trying to get on since the beginning of the show, I don't know what's going on with y'all connection, but y'all probably gonna have to stick around for the second half of the show. I'm just saying, y'all gonna have to stick around for the second half of the show because I'm gonna try to shoot my shot again. Yes, this is my 6th time shooting my shot, ladies and gentlemen, on my own damn show on Soul Days Live. All right. So, Penny P, how do you feel about the 2 daters so far, man? What's going through your mind right now?
Well, I feel like a minute is not that much time to get to know somebody, although I was able to spark a decent conversation with both of them. So, you know, I would say it's still 1 to 1 or 0 to 0, you know.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, it is kind of like speed dating. So, yeah, it is what it is. All right. Let's go ahead and do round two. And round 2 is called Let's Play Favorites. Okay. And this part of the show, ladies and gentlemen, is where the Bachelor will ask each dater, what is your favorite fill in the blank? Okay, so it could be your favorite movie, your favorite food, your favorite place to go to. They got to fill in the blank, okay? And the dater can ask him the same question as well. That is round 2. Let's play favorites. All right, so you ready? You ready to go into round 2?
I got my question locked in. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh, he came ready. He came ready just like Kori did. All right, let's go ahead and play favorites. Round 2. All right, I'm gonna kick myself out, Kori, and then it is on you.
All right, Miss Kori. I believe in self-care. Taking care of yourself is very important. What is your favorite thing that you've done for yourself in the past 6 months? We'll call it.
I want to say like my weight loss journey to where I wanted to be. I wasn't never big, but you know how.
That. No, we love that. Wins and wins.
So you know how you want to be a certain size, and I wasn't big, but I wanted to be a certain size. So exercising, getting into it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. What is your favorite food that you like? Your go-to, your comfort food?
Oh, my comfort food. That's different from my favorite. Which one you want? Which one you want? The comfort food?
Comfort food.
I would say that my comfort food is carne asada tacos. Can't go wrong with them. They're super simple to make at home. You just got to get the right cut of steak, onion, cilantro, corn tortilla.
Yes.
Easy, in and out.
That sounds good. I could cook you that.
Hey, I love that. I love that. You like to cook?
Yeah.
All right, that's my next question.
What's
your favorite thing to cook?
I know how to cook too. Salmon is my go-to. I know how to make a nice salmon with a nice sauteed spinach with it. With a little sort of like a little sauce on the side for your salmon.
Okay.
It'll be really good, I promise.
My mouth is watering right now. I don't know if you can hear my stomach grumbling after hearing that.
I think I heard it over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
right,
that's my go-to. What is your favorite color? What's your color?
My favorite color is blue. More like a powder blue, like a little bit lighter shade of blue. Love it. Actually, I got a mouse in that color right here.
Oh. Okay.
Always have been a favorite color. I used to be a real big Tennessee Titans fan way back when I was a little kid, and that was like their main color back then. So I think it just kind of stuck in my brain.
Stuck in your brain. It compliments you?
Yeah, I think it makes my eyes pop a little bit more. Here, let me look into the camera so you can see it. My next question for you: what is the favorite place that you've traveled to?
I would say I've been to a couple of places, but people will be surprised at this. But during the wintertime, Denver, Colorado was a place for me that was, I don't know, it was kind of like just the ski resorts and the things like that. It was like really, really, really something different for me.
Okay.
All right. Got to butt in. All right. That is data number 1, Kori from the ATL. Appreciate it, Kori. Got to bump you out so we can bring on the second data for the evening. Brittany back on. Okay. Same rules apply. You got to ask each other, what is your favorite, such and such. All right. So here we go. Let's do it. Danny P and Brittany. Let's do it. Let's play favorite.
You take me off mute first.
All right, Miss Brittany, you talked about traveling a few times. I heard it. What would you say is your favorite place to go?
I love beach. Honestly, wherever it has a beach, count me in. Okay, so you go to Jamaica, Cancun, things that just lift me up, and those are things that brighten me up.
Yeah, I have a saying that palm trees, if you see palm trees every day, it's good for your mental health, and I truly believe it.
Well, I'm from California where it's always sunny, so for me to have that, and then move to kind of the south, Georgia, it's different. I love Georgia, because I love hiking nature, but my best, like somewhere sunny, beachy. What about yourself?
Well, they got palm trees out here in Daytona Beach.
I definitely do.
Just wanted to make sure you knew that.
My
favorite place to travel, I went to Cozumel a couple years ago in 2022.
Okay.
And I had a great time until I didn't. And so the place that I want to go back would probably be Cozumel. I caught COVID halfway through. Then I got stuck and I had to quarantine in the resort for like 14 days, stuck in Mexico. And so I feel like it owes me a run back. But that was probably one of my favorite vacations that I went on until that happened. So I would say that's one place that I definitely want to go back to.
I definitely love it. It's a ball. It's fun.
Okay.
No complaints with Mexico. Besides the sunburns, no complaints with Mexico. I promise. Yeah. I love Mexico, so definitely. But at least the bright side, I could say that you were quarantined in a different country.
Yeah, I mean, it could have definitely been worse. I didn't have to pay for the room for the 14 days.
Exactly.
I didn't have to pay for the room service, so I got all my food and everything covered. I just kind of went a little stir crazy after like not being able to leave my room, and every time they changed the sheets, they came in with like the hazmat suits. It just got a little bit much after that.
Right, like a movie kind of.
Yeah, I felt like I was living a movie for real.
Do you like movies?
Yeah, I do. I do like movies. I typically don't go to the theaters to watch them. I think the chairs are too comfy. They do that on purpose. You got to go back 3 times after you fall asleep.
Well,
when it come up,
I promise you'll love it.
What's the movie?
I said if you go to the movies with me,
Okay, I might take you up on that.
All right. Okay. All right. Now there was a little bit of in and out connection there on your end, Brittany. But yeah, we definitely can feel the vibe. Between you and Denny P. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Brittany, for being a part of round two. Let's play favorites. Okay. Talk about a movie night there. All right.
Working on one.
Yeah, man. All right, so tell me, we're going to remove Brittany for a second there. We are about less than 15 minutes before the top of the hour. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I took the liberty of putting in the StreamYard link because, like I said, we're probably going to go into the second hour of Soul Days Live, depending on how everything goes. So we got the StreamYard link in the YouTube section there for anybody that wants to shoot that shot tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's not just only Denny P who's hanging out with us during the first half of Soul Days Live, but it's about you. If you're trying to find your boo, you're trying to find your next mate or whatever, click on that StreamYard link in the YouTube, and then I'll go ahead and put it in my Instagram here at Sean Garvey ATL in the comment section there. So that way you can go ahead and be a part of Soul Days Live for our second half of the show. All right. So Denny P, how you feeling so far, man? We haven't even came across round 3 just yet, man, but how you feel so far about what the data's had to say to you?
I got an idea of which one I'm feeling a little bit more, but I'm gonna keep that a surprise. I'm not gonna let nobody know yet, but I'm starting to figure some things out.
Okay, all right, fair enough, man. And I appreciate everybody for sticking out with us during these technical difficulties. Because, like I said, we're switching over to Riverside in a few days, so we're gonna be leaving StreamYard to go over to Riverside so we can alleviate some of these technical difficulties that we have in the background. All right, Denny P hanging out with us. Okay, let's go to the third and final round, and this final round is what I call Can We Talk? It's a little bit more. No, it's not Can We Talk. It's random. I'm thinking about season 1 and season 2 already. Damn. Round 3. That's so random. Okay, that was very random, right? That's so random. All right, you and the data will ask each other random questions about each other. Okay, so we're gonna spice it up just a little bit. We're gonna bring on Kori back on, and you two ask each other random questions, starting with you, Denny P, aka Denzyl. All right, anything random, anything you want to ask Kori, and vice versa. The time is now. All right.
Okay, random question for Miss Kori. What's something that most people wouldn't expect about you?
I'm a social butterfly, but I'm a loner. People wouldn't think that. Like, I spend a lot of time at home. I love my house.
We love that. We love a homebody for sure.
I love coming home. I love enjoying the house. But I do know, I'm a social butterfly when I'm out, but I'm a homebody.
I feel that. I'm the same way. As soon as I get done with this, I'm heading to the house, and I'm probably not going to talk to nobody the rest of the night. So I understand that for sure. You got any random questions for me?
Do you like to exercise?
I do. I exercise daily, whether it's going to the courts, playing basketball. I do a lot of calisthenics. I don't do a whole lot of weight training. I'd like to keep my physique a little bit slimmer. And when you do more weight training, I usually do like lightweight, more reps, get more endurance rather than building in bulk. So I love physical activities. I love exercise, sports, all that stuff.
Are you you're open to the long distance?
I am. I don't know if you heard my little story about my dating history.
Yes,
I've had some long distance experiences.
I know.
So I'm not against it. I will say that I have experience in it as well. I figured out what does not work for me. And so I wouldn't say that I figured out exactly what does work. However, I'm always learning to adapt. I'm always willing to learn. So.
Okay. I was trying to see, would you go back to it? Because sometimes people get scorned from, certain situations. So they might not be willing to open up that door to do that, Yeah. So I have done long distance before. And
you stole my question, man. You're making it too easy. What was your experience like then? And what was the reason why it ended up not working?
Lack of communication after a while, you have to be dedicated to it, and you have to, if you want something to grow, if you want it to grow, you have to put in the work. And it's just, sometimes you grow apart because the work wasn't being put in. So.
Amen to that. I know. I can relate to that.
It got to be an end goal to it. Like, I either come there or you come here. And we make that decision together.
And I can just hate when I do that. That's that buzzer sound. All right, Kori. Thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and go to the next dater. Some great questions there. Random questions there. All right, let's go over to Brittany. I know you have some random questions. You got your thing working now. I see you stepped away for a moment.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
You sound a lot more clear too. I think you got it right.
Okay, because the lighting might not be perfect, but I am a model as well, so I be trying to get the lighting perfect. So
of course.
Bear with me.
Of course.
All right, it's your time. It's your time, Denny P. Go ahead and ask her, random questions.
All right. Ms. Brittany, do you believe in astrology?
I do. I'm more of a spiritual. I know that I'm a spiritual being, but I do believe in astrology. I feel like certain things, frequency, just energy aligns with people. I'm energy based. So I do definitely believe that some people are just not meant to be together just because of their,
their emotions.
They're different. They're different patterns. People have different patterns in life, and their emotions, they're different. Everybody doesn't align, but the people that you do connect with, I do feel like it's important that you find the reason why you're connected to them. or you keep them in your circle. Period.
There you go. I like that. I like that. What's your random question for me?
I do got a random question for you. So I did hear a little bit about your background. You said you do travel. I mean, you do move a lot. So my question to you is, how often do you move?
That's a great question. So I didn't say that I stepped away from that company once I got into modeling professionally full time.
Nice.
So that's why I'm now opening myself back up and looking for new people, because I don't have to worry about that vibe killer that's happened so many times in my life.
Yeah, I kind of seen that. I was like, well, because you move around a lot, I could see why that would be hard for a woman to kind of like commit because you are moving a lot. But I've always been open. I'm open to love. So, I feel like if two people align, you can make things work. If you don't want to, basically, if you don't align, it means you're not going to put in the work to make it work. So, but I feel like stability is important as well. So just, knowing exactly where you're going to be. So then we can kind of determine our future.
I agree 100%.
Do you have any more questions?
Follow-up question. Since you are an astrology person, what would you say is something that most people believe about your sign that isn't true about you?
They probably believe that I'm just this flamboyant, like just crazy person, because I'm a fire sign. So they probably just think all these crazy things, but really I'm really intellectual. I really like my downtime. I like to read. I like to, I love history. That's part of the reason why I love traveling. I love culture. I'm a deep thinker. So a lot of people on the surface, they probably just seeing me because I am a model. They don't believe like, oh, she's really smart. She's really like intellectual and she really has things to say and talk about.
Okay. It's a great answer. I like that.
I got a question for you though. Another. So where do you see yourself in 3 years?
3 years from now, I see myself transitioning from doing commercial acting into short films. If not short films, I'll already be into feature films. But that is the goal that I'm working towards right now. Modeling was kind of an eye-opener. I saw that I could make pretty good money from just being a professional and looking good. And then from there, I started getting booked for commercials, and I saw that paid more than the photo shoots. And once I started doing acting, like small side jobs as extras and things like that, I realized that I needed to really hone that skill and started taking acting classes, improv, stuff like that, because then I can get booked for main roles, and that like doubles or triples the pay for each commercial. And once you have a big enough video reel, you can submit those into short films and feature films. And it's just about building your portfolio and compounding. So that's what my goal is for the next 3 years. That's where I see myself.
I love it.
And let me just say for the record, that buzzer sound wasn't for the answer. It's just that our time is up, okay?
I didn't listen. I didn't hear me in that 3 years, but it's okay.
All right. Appreciate it, Brittany. All right. Thank you so much for participating once again in round 3 and all of our rounds, right? Basically for Soul Dates Live. All right, so Danny P, man, we're coming up on the top of the hour, and it's almost about that time, man. We don't need you to make a decision just yet, but let us know how you're feeling thus far.
I think I know who I want to go with.
You think you want to know who you think you know? You really think you know? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
We don't leave the people in suspense, okay? We don't leave the people in suspense. All right, so if you are close to a computer, which you should already be close to a computer right now, I need you all to make your votes right now. Go on our Instagram page at Sean Garvey ATL or YouTube at Beat Break Radio, and don't forget to be a subscriber on there. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be counting up your votes, and put in the comment section, who do you think Danny P, aka Denzyl, should go on a date with? Do you think he should go on a date with data number 1 Kori or data number 2 Brittany? Okay, so we want you to go ahead and put it in the comment section there, and we'll make sure it. We'll make sure it online in real time. at BEATBREAKRADIO. So go ahead and do that right now. And since we are coming up on a commercial break, we are going to pay some of these bills. And I want to get ready for Denzel's decision. Who is it going to be? Data number 1 or data number 2? All right, go ahead and make your votes right now. Who you think Denny P should go on a date with? All right, so we're going to hear Denny P's decision in just a few moments, right here on Soul Dates Live via ROKU and on Honey TV. And on Amazon Fire TV. I forgot to mention, we on Amazon Fire TV as well. Okay, everything is on reachonecommunications.com. And we'll be right back. We may have a second hour. Of Soul Dates Live. Okay, depending on how everything goes. All right, so stay tight, stay tuned, stay tight. We'll be right back after these messages.
And I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. And I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. And I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to
anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at his stats.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom.
Reaching residential areas by...
And your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way?
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at his stats.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas by...
and your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way?
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Hi everyone, my name is Queen K, and I'm a marketing specialist here at Honey, and I just wanted to take the time today to show you all how you're able to access the Reach One Network application on your Amazon Fire TV. So without further ado, let's get things started. All right, so we're here on the landing page for the Fire TV. We're going to go ahead and use the voice command by searching by saying, Alexa, open Reach One Network.
Here's Reach One Network.
And we're here. So we have the live section, radio section, and video section. So immediately you see Honey. You can definitely tap in over to see what's the buzz there. Consistent 24/7 good stuff, content over there, as well as, like I said, the radio section. Here we have some great things for your listening pleasure. Just in case you want to listen into some things you may not want to, you might want to see anything. You want to listen. And last but not least, we have the video section, which is a repository of all the wonderful content that has come up and things that will be airing very soon. So I'm very excited to see what you guys think. So take some time, go through each tab and really just dig into the content here. And make sure you guys are rating us, and we're just happy to see you guys do this content. My name is Queen K, and I'll talk to you guys soon. So when we talk about live, right, and we do everything live, you never know what's going to happen. And sometimes I have a tendency to not turn my camera off or turn my mic off. Okay? So I have to kind of like go back and forth and do so many things to make sure that I am muted. You do not want to hear my behind the scenes conversation. You don't. Because I'm going to be giving it all away. I don't want to do that. All right. Danny P back with us right here on Soul Dates Live, right here, ladies and gentlemen, on Roku, Amazon Fire TV. And a little bit later on this evening, we're going to rebroadcast this live show of Soul Dates Live on our affiliate network, the Flow Television Network, and other places that you may not be able to watch right now. This is going to go up on my Facebook page as well as Sean Garvey. Okay, so let's bring back all of the daters here all at one time. So we got Kori and we got Brittany doing whatever she's doing behind camera there, because her camera is now on. What you doing over there, girl? Let me find out. All right, so we're back on the show. Votes are in. At least some of them are. Danny P, it's almost time to make your decision. Hello. I mean, it's a hard choice. Even though we were supposed to have more than 2 daters, it's still a good turnout. So, but you still got to choose one. You still got to pick one based on the 3 rounds that have taken place here. So, Danny P, before we go to the ladies, what is going through your mind right now? Don't give out the answer. Don't say we're going to pick yet. just let people know what you're going through, what is going through your mind right now.
In my mind right now, I'm thinking it's a tough decision, right? I had great conversations with both lovely ladies.
Okay.
I would love to continue the conversation with both
Wait.
lovely ladies.
Oh, I thought you about to kill the suspense.
Nah, man, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I got a little bit of showmanship, okay? Just a little bit.
All right.
I would love to continue the conversation with both of them, but that's not how this game works. I know the rules. I got to pick one, so we're gonna figure out who it is here in a second.
We're gonna figure it out. All right, we're gonna figure it out. And thank you all for hanging in there. I had to go grab my food. By the way, I got my drink and I gotta get my food there. Brother's hungry. All right. So speaking of hungry, Kori says she'll cook for you. All right, she'll cook for you if you pick her, and and also build something with you, Denny P. So Kori, in 30 seconds, why should Denny P pick you?
Because I'm the package. We got some of the same similar things in common. I was in the movie. I did some modeling. I did all of that. So I know the world. I know what it takes, and the time consuming piece and all that stuff. I'm patient. I'm a homebody. I'm funny. I like to have time. And, I could compliment him. I'll be a compliment to him.
Okay.
That's what
all right. I like how that sounds. All right. Okay, let's go over to data number 2. Brittany. Brittany got the modeling thing going on and everything. All right. So, Brittany, why should Denny P pick you in 30 seconds? Why should he pick you?
Well, may the best woman win. Shout out to Kori too as well. I'm never no hater. I definitely I feel like that's his choice. Whatever he felt like he was most compatible with, I feel like that's up to him. But I know where my heart is, and I know who I am, and I know what I want. So that's really his choice. And I'm happy with whatever you decide.
I don't think you answered the question. We're gonna give you a second try. Give you a second try, Brittany.
Because it's his choice, but I mean, he should definitely, if we're asking me, he should definitely pick me. I'm a 10 out of 10. I'm all the things that he may need in his life, and I'm all the things that it sounds like he's saying. And I'm definitely, like I said, just open to getting to know him more. So he should definitely pick me.
All right. So we're going to bring down the beat. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for answering my question.
You're welcome.
We're going to bring down the beat. All right. We're going to get the applause ready. Denny P. Which one is it going to be? Kori or Brittany? What are we going to do? What are you going to do?
For my decision, after a long, hard thought process over that commercial break.
Long commercial break.
Long commercial.
I had to get my
really
food.
sit down and ponder on things. Go through my notes that I took. The person that I decided with is a person I felt like I vibed with a little bit more. Not that I didn't vibe with both of them. I felt like we might have had a couple more things aligning, and that was Kori. So Kori, I'll go a bit longer. Information before we get off of here. Let's continue our conversation.
All right, now we had to play that explosion because I don't think we have the applause here in the background.
I know, right? I'm giving the applause here.
All right, well,
I'm happy for you guys.
All right, Kori and Denny P. So Denny P picked Kori. All right, Brittany, anything you would like to say to the Bachelor before we let you go?
I'm happy for, like I said, I'm happy that you made the decision. I'm great that, you must have picked what's best for you. And I hope that you find what you're looking for.
Oh, I appreciate that.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being such a great contestant on tonight's show, Brittany. And we'll talk offline, or, possibly we'll bring you back on as the main dater as we speak into more daters to come on, okay?
All right. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice.
All right. Okay. Denny P and Kori. All right. It's about y'all two. All right. So I'm going to leave for a quick second and let y'all two get even more well acquainted before we wrap up this first half of the show. So, Danny P and Kori, all right, you chose him, Kori. Like, let the people know really quick before we let y'all two speak for just a few moments. Why did you choose Kori over Brittany, Danny P?
Like I said, I felt like the things that we talked about, they kind of align more with where I saw myself in the relationship that I wanted. As she said, she's the whole package. You know, she can cook. She got some of the same passions as me. I felt like right away I could be very open with her when she said that like her ideal first date was a dinner date, and I was like, I'll be honest, that's not my ideal first date. And we ended up vibing off of that right away. And so being able to be open with somebody and then being able to understand your point of view and being able to willing to change doesn't always have to be my way, but just being able to hear that makes me feel very good because I'm that type of person, and I feel like in a relationship, if it's not reciprocated, you can get taken advantage of. So I was like,
You found the applause button, by the way. My bad. You found the applause button. There we go. I
think Kori froze though.
Oh, Kori, we were about to come over to you and see why did you choose Danny P. Oh no. Sometimes the internet sucks, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, Kori, if you have time, because we're getting ready to wrap up the second half of Soul Days Live, but if you can come back on camera or at least drop out and then come back on, we might share some time for you to come back on here to talk to Danny P real quick. So, Danny P, you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, it looked like you were sleeping for a minute there. I didn't know you were sleeping or if it froze on you again. All right, Danny P, man. So you chose Kori, of course. You explained why you chose her and everything. So what's the next step, man? What would you like to do with Kori after this show?
Well, as long as she comes back on here, I'm gonna grab her number from her. I'm gonna shoot her a message. We'll probably chop it up for a little bit tonight. Over the next few days, we'll get to know each other a little bit more. I get on FaceTime with her as long as everything's smooth, and then talk for a few weeks, plan out the first time that we'll get to see each other. Everything goes smooth, and that's what this whole thing is about. We're gonna figure out who's coming to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said before, it's all about who is coming to Thanksgiving. Okay, so who's trying to get booed up around the holiday season? So we're gonna see, man. And Danny P, you are in just to reiterate, you are in Florida, and she is here in Atlanta. So that's not really much of a big commute there.
It's not at all.
All right. And clap for that. All right, we got Kori back on. Some technical difficulties there. All right, Kori. I know you're happy. I see that glow on your face there. I'm gonna step out and just let y'all two talk, okay? Really quick. All right, Danny P, Kori, the floor is yours for only about 1 or 2 minutes before we get up out of here, okay?
Okay, Miss Kori.
I really didn't think you was coming this way at all.
Really? Wait, why didn't you think I was picking you? Hold on.
I always, it'd be cocky to say that you would pick me, right? But you never know just how it will go. You know what I'm saying? Because she did give some good answers, and I thought she was aligning with you also. So I was just like, okay, maybe,
No, I knew when I first saw you, I was like, oh, I like her. But it's not just about physical attraction. And once I got to hear what was behind it, I was like, okay, yeah, no, she really is the full package, like you said. So
yep, I'm laid back, chilled. I like I said, I do social stuff, but it has to have a meaning to it.
Mm-hmm.
I do spend a lot of time at home. I'm kind of like a homebody. I love it at home. But I do, like I said, I've been in a movie that we record. We had it's called Private Like Father Like Son, and we did a thing on the first movie that we was able to do a second one. So that was good. Been in a couple of music videos. Then I Pop the Balloon Challenge.
That's awesome.
So
this is why I wanted to get to know more about these stories that you got. I'm sure you got more stuff like that. That was also part of the reason why I was very excited to talk with you, because I felt like our conversations, as soon as they started to get a little bit of steam, the buzzer would come on. It's like, man, like it just flows so naturally.
When you said Iowa, I was like, I lived there for years and years. My family still live there.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I don't got no ties to Iowa no
I
more.
have no ties to Iowa either. Besides that, I have them,
Yeah.
but I don't go back to Iowa. I don't really like Iowa. I just
Yeah, no, it was great. I wouldn't mind going to visit, but I don't think I'll ever live out there in Iowa again.
yeah, my mom passed away there, so I just really, you know,
Mhm.
I don't have a to go there. I see my brother and them. They come here, and I mean, well, they come to Illinois because we from Chicago. I'm from Chicago.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and I haven't been in Atlanta that long, so
How long you been out in Atlanta then?
I'm not even a Georgia peach, as he say. I've only been here since the end of July.
Oh, you like fresh. Okay.
Yep.
So then, what made you decide Georgia?
I had my friend stays here, and she was just kind of encouraging me some of the things that I want to do, that I see myself being in the next few years. She thought this would be a good place for it, you know, and the direction that I'm going into. So that's why I ended up here.
That's like that. You know, having a little bit of a home base when you get there, you got a little bit of some support from people.
Yeah.
You know a couple people there, so that's nice.
Yeah, and that helps out a whole lot, you know. That's what helped me make my decision. I knew I was going to move from where I was at, but it was just like, where was I going to go? And so again, with what I'm doing now with like the movie things and all that type of stuff, I just felt Atlanta would be one of the places that I could make things happen.
Trust me, I get a lot of casting requests from Atlanta for like commercial short films, photo shoots and stuff. And I typically don't accept them because it's a little bit of a drive. But, you know, if I got a reason, if there's somebody else I could do while I'm there, you might catch me doing a lot more work in Atlanta. So,
yeah, it's great opportunities, I believe, here. Just got to utilize them and go for it, you know?
Absolutely.
So far, so far so good. It's been good here. I can't complain.
Okay, what is something that you would complain about if you could about living in Atlanta?
Since I've been here, I think I done seen about 3 or 4 accidents, like personal people that surround me being bad car accidents. People don't know how to drive here.
Yeah,
So
it's something about the South because I've only lived in Florida for just under 2 years now.
Uh-huh.
And it's something about the South. People just cannot drive out here, no matter where you go. Florida, Georgia, Alabama.
It's horrible. And then the distance, everything is kind of far from each other, you know? You got to have a vehicle out here because everything is kind of like distance away, you know, from places. So, but otherwise, it's been good. I can't complain. It's been good to me. So far. Yeah.
Do you see that as like your 5-year destination, or do you see that as just like a stepping stone? You might move someplace in a year or so.
I think this is just a stepping stone for me.
Okay.
I don't see myself here, you know, for the duration, whatever. Other opportunities come along that's, you know, beneficial for me. I'm gone. Okay. I'm not tied down. I'm not tied down. I don't have no babies or nothing like that. So
that was just about to be my next question. I also am not tied down. Don't have no kids, nothing like that either.
Yeah, I have one, but she's adult. She's older.
Okay.
So that's all she has her own thing going on, so it ain't like.
Yep.
Yep.
We like that. So then, I know I'm kind of taking control, asking all the questions, but I want to get to know you. If this isn't your final destination, this is kind of a stepping stone. Do you have like, if you could wave a magic wand and you could live anywhere in the country, where would that be?
I'm not sure of that. Okay. Because at this point, it's like where it takes me, like I don't know what the destiny is for me. I don't know what's for me. It could be Florida. It could be, you know, it could be a different, I don't know what it is right now.
Something that we might find out together. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, true. That's what I said. What else did I say? So, I'm gonna ask about your past relationship.
Okay.
Okay. What was something you could have done different in that relationship that you think that could have, you know, made it work?
In my most recent one that I was telling you about that I moved here to Florida from, I think something that I could have done to make it work a little bit more. Let me think about it. Let me give you a real answer. Let me not do this. I would say it's something that I've done since, right? I've learned a lot about myself and just learned about how to be a better partner. And one of the things that I would say that I was not doing, that I found myself, like, I can take accountability for and understand like that is something that's going to make a relationship last longer, is like the little things. Because we're long distance, right? We communicate, we text, we talk every single day. But like, at one point, I would message her at 4:11 p.m. every day. It was my pit stop. And I would just message her like, hey, I'm just checking in on you. Like, have you eaten today? How much water have you drank? Like, what's your attitude like right now? Do you need a little compliment, get you going? Something, just a pit stop, right? Gas you up before you're going with your day. And I stopped doing that because I got so bogged down on trying to launch this new market. And it's the little things that go a long way. And so in my head, I'm like, it's just one text. Like, I text you the whole day, but I don't text you your pit stop at 4:11. And like, now you're in a bad mood when I FaceTime you tonight. And so it's little things like that you just have to understand that like you and your love language doesn't always translate to other people's love language. And for some people, the quality time that it takes to just stop your day and text them means the world to them. And so understanding that is something that I could have done better in my previous relationship.
True. Yeah, because you have to think about it. Sometimes, when we start stuff in a relationship, you start it and then you just stop it. It kind of sends like a sort of red flag. You'd be like, okay, what's going on? Why you ain't calling me at this time? And it's not to be the controlling piece or nothing like that, but it's a routine that you guys had, kind of steps out the routine. So understandable.
Yes.
Understandable. But it's always a learning thing. It's a learning thing for the next one.
Man, don't worry about that buzzer. I'm gonna get your number. We're gonna keep talking about the buzzer here in a second.
I hate to be the buzz killer, but it's part of my job. Okay. Well, I'm feeling the chemistry. I love it. I mean, I love it. And as much as I would love for both of you all to continue on this combo, we got to move on, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm only giving you all some lead time here in case the other daters that didn't make it to tonight's Soul Dates Live want to stick around and what have you. It don't seem like we're going to be having any more daters coming on tonight's show. But, it is what it is. It seems like Denzyl and Kori is going to, give us maybe, I don't know, a follow-up date in the next couple of weeks or months or so. Maybe sometime around January or the beginning of next year. We have the holiday month. So we're going to see if Denzyl and or Kori will make that trip out to wherever they are at and spend time during the holiday season. I'm not trying to rush into anything, but we want y'all to get to know each other. But I'm just saying, it is the holiday months. All right, so we appreciate it. Denzyl and Kori, we're going to have you two exchange telephone numbers offline, off air to get to know more about each other, man. But what do you all think overall about the experience being on here with Soul Dates Live starting today? What do you think about the experience?
Starting with me, you said?
Yeah.
It was fun. Like I said in my thing, I feel like I have a lot of charisma. I feel like I can have a conversation with anybody. And so getting to meet Kori was obviously the highlight of the situation, but it was cool getting to do a new experience, getting to be live on air. All stuff that I like doing, being in front of the camera. It's my job, so I have fun.
Okay, well, awesome. I know you can tell others that Soul Dates Live is way more better than 10 years and all the other shows. You can tell me that. All right, Kori. What about you? What do you think about this experience thus far?
I say the same thing. Like, this is my first time ever doing something like this, so this was like, it was fun, and it was kind of like, I don't know. It was just I don't know. It was a good vibe. And then I met my match. So. It was a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate it, Denzyl and Kori. Appreciate it. And I know both of you all, or at least one of you all, our actors and talent. Denny P, you want to go ahead and give people your social media?
Yes, absolutely. My social media, all platforms, is DennyP_official. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. You can find me on all of them.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you so much, Denny P. And Kori, I don't know if you want to give out your social media information. You know, we don't want guys to hit you in your inbox or DM you, you know, now that you are talking to Denny P. But you're more than welcome for business purposes. For business purposes only, how can people follow or reach out to you, Kori?
Yeah, I hear that, right? Yeah, I hear that in the chat. Business purposes. You're not playing around here. Go ahead, Kori. I'm sorry.
On Instagram, loving who I am 51. On Instagram and on Facebook, it's Kori Kimber on Facebook. I do have a movie. Can I say this? I do have a movie that will be out on November 16th. So go watch Tyrant Like Father Like Son on Tubi.
All right, say that one more time.
I have a movie coming out called Tyrant Like Father Like Son on November 16th. Go watch on Tubi, please.
Wait, what was your Instagram again?
Pardon me?
What was your Instagram again?
Lovin, LOVIN, who I am 51.
Okay, and you got to tell us your project. What channel or network is it going to be on?
It's going to be on Tubi. This is the second part. We did go watch the first movie first. Part 1, part 2 will be out November 16th.
You know what I'm about to do? Hopefully. I'm about to get home, pop me some popcorn, sit down on my couch. I'm about to go watch the first movie, so looks like I got my plans for the night.
Hey, go support a sister. Support a sister. All right. Well, appreciate it. Congratulations, Kori, and congratulations you to Denny P, by the way. And we're gonna do a follow up. We're definitely gonna do a follow up at the beginning of 2025. So, like I said, we're gonna have you two exchange numbers and all that great stuff. Thank you so much, Denny P, and Kori, for your participation in Soul Dates Live. We will be in touch.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. All right, and he's showing off the balloons. Oh, how sweet, how sweet. That's what we do around here. We make love connections. Around here, all right? So I'm going to stick around for just a little bit because we're coming up at the bottom of the hour, and we're going to see if we're going to have some daters come on. If we don't have any daters or enough daters to come on, then we're going to have to end the show, ladies and gentlemen. We usually go until 11 p.m. on Sunday and Monday nights, but you know, we're gonna have to end the show early if we don't get enough data. That's what happens when you're on wireless. You're not on what I'm using, what everybody's. But I don't know. So, we might see them again. Who knows? Maybe tonight, maybe on the next So Days Live. We shall see. All right. In the meantime, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, I'm gonna close out the show. If I don't have enough daters to come on, the StreamYard link is still in the YouTube comment section at BeatBreakRadio. So come on. Night is still young. Veterans Day, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We're live on Veterans Day. Thank you for your service to all of my veterans and veterans out there. This is Veterans Day. If you or a loved one have served in the military or in the Army, the show is dedicated to you guys. Thank you for your service. Okay? Got any veterans or veterans in the house that are in need of finding love? You can come on this show as well. All right? We're going to take a break, and we're going to see if we're going to continue on until 11 p.m. or if we need to end the show early. All right? So Days Live, Sean Garvey.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. And I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
About to get real crazy. Download the Honey app to your Roku TV right now to watch box office flicks, original programming, pay-per-view events, and so much more. Honey,
hello.
We're home.
Hi everyone, my name is Queen K, and I'm a marketing specialist here at Honey, and I just wanted to take the time today to show you all how you're able to access the Reach One Network application on your Amazon Fire TV. So without further ado, let's get things started. All right, so we're here on the landing page for the Fire TV. We're going to go ahead and use the voice command by searching by saying, Alexa, open Reach One Network.
Here's Reach One Network.
And we're here. So we have the live section, radio section, and video section. So immediately you see Honey. You can definitely tap in over to see what's the buzz there. Consistent 24/7 good stuff, content over there, as well as, like I said, the radio section. Here we have some great things for your listening pleasure. Just in case you want to listen into some things you may not want to, you might want to see anything. You want to listen. And last but not least, we have the video section, which is a repository of all the wonderful content that has come up and things that will be airing very soon. So I'm very excited to see what you guys think. So take some time, go through each tab, and really just dig into the content here. And make sure you guys are rating us, and we're just happy to see you guys do this content. My name is Queen K, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What are you talking about, man? Look at this stacks.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom.
Reaching residential areas by...
And your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way?
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. And I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
defense is often
What are you talking about, man? Look at his stats.
Clark's sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas by...
and your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way?
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
I'm Ben Affleck, and I want to thank you for joining me and supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I joined the Navy to serve my country as a Navy SEAL. While parachuting with my platoon, my parachute didn't open. And I broke my neck. It left me paralyzed. Paralyzed Veterans of America was by my side from that moment on.
Since 1946, Paralyzed Veterans of America has kept a promise to our wounded veterans. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Thanks to PVA, paralyzed veterans are getting specialized medical care and treatments, the benefits they've earned, the jobs they want, and the accessible vehicles and homes they need.
I just don't think my family would be as happy as they are without the support that I received from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them.
To learn more, go to pva.org today.
All right. Looks like we're getting ready to close out the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to bring my daters back on, or at least some of them that couldn't come on, but still having some technical difficulties. I forgot to point out that I am wearing, if I could just put it out there, I am wearing my I Love Black Women t-shirt. I meant to mention this at the beginning of tonight's live taping of Soul Dates Live, but I thought it was right or somewhat of a justice to wear this t-shirt tonight, because if you go back and you listen to one of my other shows, including Therapy Ain't No Joke, I did somewhat of a love letter speech to all of my black queens, all of my black ladies, especially some of them who watch and listen and support my content. Not just only Soul Dates Live, but also the Beat Break Morning Show and Therapy Ain't No Joke. But I went on a bit of a rant, if you will, a few days ago, which escalated my blood pressure to be high. And, you know, I'm not here to talk about politics or anything. That's not my lane. And shows like Soul Dates Live is not the place for it. It's not the place to talk about all things political. But in the political climate that we're in right now, there's a lot of divide. And shows like Soul Dates Live is what brings people together, whether it's for a romantic connection or even for a friendship connection. But let me just say, I love my black women. I love my black women. I just thought I'd wear this shirt in solidarity. You know, especially with everything that's been going on, a lot of stuff that's been put out there on social media, and a lot of things that came my way. I just thought it was only right to wear this shirt. I have not worn this shirt in a while. I just literally had it hung up in my closet, and I still have it. I'm not going to give this up. I'm not going to leave this shirt or give it away. I'm going to still keep it. But I wanted to wear this shirt in solidarity with all the things that's been going on lately.
so much stuff that I've been seeing online and on social media. My black women and cute black women for tuning in to Soul Dates Live. We had 2 black women that have came on the show tonight. We were supposed to have more than 2 women of color, 2 black women. But 2 is better than none. And we have had an episode or 2 of no shows. But it is all a part of live programming. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen in real time. Who's going to show up and who doesn't show up. And sometimes I like it that way. This is not pre-recorded. This is not pre-taped. This is not rehearsed. This is in real time. Everything is in real time. Especially the daters that we brought on to the show. All right. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're not going to continue on for the second half of Soul Dates Live. I was trying to give other daters a chance to come on that didn't get a chance to come on due to whatever technical difficulties they had or other things that were going on at the time prior to them coming on. But I wanted to make sure that I give people an opportunity to come on and be a part of the show. But maybe on the next episode of Soul Dates Live, we shall see. All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not support the content by going to our Cash App, $Reach One Communications, that is our Cash App right there at the bottom of the screen. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do a rebroadcast. I want to say tonight at midnight. That's 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because like I said, we're not able to simulcast on multiple streaming platforms like we used to before, but we are going to move over to Riverside in the next few days. Coming from StreamYard over to Riverside, so that way we can alleviate some of these technical issues and give you all a better experience when consuming this type of content. But yes, we're going to be rebroadcasting this show live tonight at midnight, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Flow Television Network. Also on my Facebook page at Sean Garvey. Make sure you follow me there at Sean Garvey. Facebook, just as much as you follow me on Instagram at Sean Garvey ATL. And at the bottom of the screen there, we have Honey Movies app. Yes, this show that you are watching right now is on Honey. Download the Honey app. I know I'm giving you all so much information, but we're all over. We are over the internet. We are everywhere, all over the internet. But follow us, Honey Movies app. And we got a lot of great stuff coming to Honey very soon. But to make it a little bit more easier for you and yours, reach1communications.com is the website. reach1communications.com. Everything is on the website. So go there now, and you can go back and watch this show on demand if you missed any highlights. And congratulations once again to Denzyl, Denny P, and Kori. Made a match. We're going to see how it goes and where it goes in the next couple weeks. All right. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to another great episode of Soul Dates Live. SoulDatesLive@gmail.com is the website, or email address, I should say, if you would like to be a participant to the dating game show. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is an alternative from the dating apps and the other dating marketplaces that you have been on, you know, and I think in today's dating world and dating society, people make it complex and harder than what it should be. And, you know, if you're one of those people that get into a temper tantrum because you can't get everything that you want, you may want to reevaluate how you go about this dating thing. Okay, but SoulDatesLive@gmail.com, we are here to help you out. Okay, even if it's not a romantic relationship or anything more than a friendship, hey, you might make a connection on the friendship level just being on SoulDatesLive@gmail.com. That's the email address. Okay, so send your inquiry there,
and we will take care of the rest. Got a shout out to my producer Kelly for helping me out in this production of the show, to the Honey team, to all of our daters, and to you for making this show possible. Okay, so we're going to be on Riverside. I want to say the next time that you will check me out live on all social media and all different platforms, we will be on Riverside, transitioning out of this right here, StreamYard, over to Riverside, and so that way you won't hear so much of the other stuff in the background. Okay, but we will keep you posted on all social media platforms and on Honey. And shout out to everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much for checking us out live on Honey, and soon to be on Close Television Network. Okay, so until the next time, you know what? I've been talking. I have been muted. You can still hear me on Honey, but I am muted from Spotify and on iHeart. I had so much going on, especially since earlier today. I don't have my ish together. But until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Some Days Live. Follow me at Honey Movies App or Sean Garvey ATL. And until the next time, see you all. Take care. I'm out. I'm about to go get something to eat. Hungry. Not eating food is messing up my head. All right.